What's poppin' and crackin',
everyone?
everybody?
Let's go.
You know, it's the new year and we still can't get this right.
Yes, you can get it.
Anyways, man, how is everyone doing? We welcome you. All right, we welcome you
Welcome.
to Shift Happens. Oh, by the way, we haven't told anyone. We haven't told anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But Shift Happens might change its name for 2023.
Oh, legit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. How is everyone doing, guys? It's been a way too long,
Yes.
right? Way too long vacation break. How is everyone doing? Right? How is everyone doing? We want to see in the chat. We want to know. Happy New Year to everybody. Right? If we
Happy New
missed to
Year.
greet you guys, a Merry Christmas. We're greeting you guys right now. A very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone
Yes.
who is watching, who is here, who is live with us right now. All right, there we go. Happy New Year, everybody. All right, let's say Happy New Year to Shocks
Merry
okay,
New
in
Year,
the
everyone.
chat. Okay, we're saying Happy New Year to all these people. All right, it's always it's beautiful that we get to be here with everyone. It's nice.
Yes, yes.
It is nice to be back, ladies and gentlemen. It is nice.
It's been, for me, it's been so long.
Really? Well, opposite. All right, opposite on my end. All right, tell me about your New Year. Let's hear it. By the way, for those who don't know, Christian is missing for the past December.
I was
New Year.
gone, like straight up after December 12th.
Yes, sir.
I was gone.
All right, you
I-
can tell us. You
I
can
went
tell us
up there,
why.
So,
I know you
got
can tell
sick.
us you got sick.
I
There
got
we go.
sick,
Yeah.
so I lost like 10 days of my vacation.
What's
I
up,
hated it.
Ezekiel?
What's up, Ezekiel? What's
Okay.
up?
All right.
And,
What happened?
Um,
So what did you do when you were sick? Everyone is out enjoying their holidays and you're at home.
I was just at home just playing Pokemon. Like I
Pokemon.
was
There we
playing
go.
Pokemon, and then like
Reliable friend.
probably during the Christmas vacation up to New Year, I just kept eating. I just kept eating from different restaurants. and
Anybody
food.
who's not eating, I'm pretty sure you're lying because everyone was eating during
Yeah.
the holidays.
There
Everyone
is
was
no
eating.
way you
for
did
sure.
not eat.
Yes, sure. That is
But
true.
did you stay up on like 24
Let's see.
for the? Is it Noche Buena, right?
Yeah. Did we stay up for 24?
Yeah. Did you stay up?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
We actually did, but the rest of us, the rest of like our family members were like asleep. I think it was only me, Seki, and Jason, and then Mom and Dad woke up for Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they went outside and greeted us. But yeah, did you stay up for Christmas?
I stood up, and there was actually food prepared.
Oh, okay.
And the only thing is that my parents didn't wake up.
Oh, no. Here we go. Do you guys eat Noche Buena like literally?
As like a family.
No, like 30 minutes before. Because usually, apparently that's a thing where you eat Noche Buena on that time frame so that you could welcome Christmas.
No.
You eat around 11 and then you wait up until 12.
Here's the thing.
Apparently that's a thing. I'm not sure if you know.
I didn't know about our customs. Or like
Yeah,
that.
apparently
Just-
that's a
For us,
thing.
it's just that we eat.
Yeah, we just
We
eat
just
at
eat
dinner.
at
Yeah, dinner.
And
It's
then
true.
like we wake up,
Same.
welcome Christmas on the 12 a.m.
Yes.
Probably eat some of the food that's still prepared.
Yeah.
But for this one is that my parents didn't wake up because they were so tired of work
Uh-huh.
on the 24th.
Got it. Uh-huh.
And so I just I stood up late just playing games
I
instead.
see. All
And
right.
then, like,
Understandable.
But before that, I actually just ate at my sister's place because they
Uh-huh.
celebrated it.
All right. Well, that is true. I mean, we were in Baguio when we celebrated Christmas, and to be honest, Christian, as he said earlier, his vacation felt long. Us on our end, it felt very short. I think it's because there's so much things to do. There were so much things that were happening every day. Like each day while we were in Baguio, they're staying in Baguio, there was something to do. We went to the province, there was something to do. So it was always
yeah.
constant moving. So it felt very short.
I heard it's like very traffic there.
It is very traffic in Baguio during that season. Always, it's a nice place.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
very cold place,
Same thing with Tagaytay.
but the place is as traffic as it can get. There's nothing that can get any more traffic than that.
Yeah.
Literally, cars are not moving, and it's so hard. It's so hard. But New Year, on the other hand, how did you guys celebrate New Year?
So what we did was on the 30th,
Uh-huh.
I think, or wait, which? Oh no, that was a Saturday.
Yeah.
So on a Saturday we, oh no, Friday we went to Tagaytay
Uh-huh.
and we just ate bolalo there, and then
Oh.
yeah, and then on the 31st,
On the 31st.
how do you call this? We did nothing but just prepare the food, and
The
then
food.
and
So that
then
on
we ate around 11.
11, yeah,
11, almost
straight
12.
to-
Almost
yeah,
12.
yeah.
And
That is true.
we had like some pictures.
Uh-huh.
Our grandma was there as well.
Nice.
Just a couple of maybe wine
Ooh.
preparation, some food.
Yeah.
What else are there? Yeah, just conversations with the
Uh-huh.
family.
Us, we celebrated New Year with our cousins
Oh.
over in the province. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was all eating the entire day of
I
31.
know.
The moment 12 o'clock hit, it was just food,
I know.
food. Until 1 o'clock, it was all just food.
Mhm.
Everything was just food and eating. And going to get coffee, moving
That's
house to
true.
the next cousin, go eat again. Yeah, it was a very, very busy. But how is everyone though? How is everyone doing? We want to see the chat. We want to see the chat.
I saw
Alright.
Ezekiel studying.
Okay. Huh?
Ezekiel said he was binge watching.
Binge
and,
watching.
studying.
All right.
What were you binge watching?
Yeah,
by the
what
way?
were you binge watching for that? For the whole vacation.
Oh,
For the
wow.
whole
Very
vacation.
studious. Like
Yeah,
studying
no,
on
studying
a
on
Christmas
on the
break.
holidays, on the
It's
Christmas
crazy.
breaks. All right, that is insane. But hey, props to you, my boy.
Yeah, I
Props
know.
to you. Props to you, sir. But anyways, like, how did everyone celebrate their New Year's? Oh, another thing. This is very, very common with everyone. Red Taurus in the chat. Let's go.
That guy has the
All right.
spiciest story for Christmas.
Okay. Okay. Any New Year's resolution? Let's see it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. If you don't got no New Year's resolution, because apparently this is a thing now where people don't make New Year's resolutions anymore. They make goals.
Yeah, I feel like because here's the thing.
It's technically
more
New
achievable
Year-
to set goals.
Yes.
That's like honestly, let's say it's just like for 3 months.
Yeah, it
something
makes
like
you honest with yourself and your
Yeah.
capabilities. I understand it, but isn't that just a simplified term for New Year's resolution?
Yeah,
Aren't
yeah.
New Year's resolution goals as well? All right. Celebrate by going
I mean,
outside
they
and
are
watching
goals.
fireworks. Yes, that is true.
They are goals, but years
They're
resolutions-
glorified. That's the reason why
Yeah.
most of the time it doesn't really come to plan because it's too glorified. It's
Oh yeah,
too
sometimes this week is probably like since it's for New Year. It's
Yeah,
for like
the whole year,
Sometimes
like,
that thing gets actually like
making
tiring.
it's true.
It's like oh my, because I have to do this like for every day for 365 days.
I'm seeing some real New Year's resolution. Seki says less gaming for Jared, and Jared said less teasing for Seki. All right,
Sheesh.
that is true. That is true. But hey, like, we all have New Year's resolution. I believe everyone has theirs. All right, we want to know. All right, can you give us a little bit of what are your new plan? What are your goals for this year? We want to see. We want to see it in the chat as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
If you're in the chat, we want to see what are your goals for 2023. All right, whether they are
Small.
yeah, like small term goals or they're
Mhm.
short term goals rather, not small.
Yeah.
Short term goals or long term goals. We want to see it. We want to hear it. All right. Pass boards.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah. I
What
remember.
boards? No.
No, no,
Right.
no.
Yeah. Okay, Jared, that is a
Come
great
on,
goal.
Jared,
That's an
graduate
amazing
already.
goal. That's an amazing goal, dude. That is an amazing goal.
Graduate already, Jared. We need you.
We need you. Alright, we want to see what else. What are your goals? Whether they're long-term goals for this, short-term goals, long-term goals for this year. We want to see. I want to become a pro drummer, not an amateur drummer. That
Oh, you want
is
to
a
go pro
beautiful-
drummer? Ask my dear
That
friend
is
over
beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. Oh, Here, you know what I learned? Statement I learned, right? About difference. I'm pretty sure, in essence and in logic, it applies to everyone. The biggest difference between a pro and an amateur is amateurs practice till they get it right.
Yeah.
Pros practice till they don't get it wrong.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right? In essence, that is, it does make sense. It does differentiate the two. All right. So, yeah. Hey, the best of luck to that. All right.
Yeah.
Best of luck to that. Yeah. These are all amazing goals. All right. Don't ask me because he doesn't practice. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's why Christian said, don't ask me. Don't ask me. All right. But yeah, like everyone has, goals for the year. Everyone, plans to start it strong. All right.
I mean, I feel like everyone does start strong.
Yes, everyone starts strong,
It's
but
just that you have to.
we have to
maintain.
keep it strong.
Yeah, you have
all
to
right?
maintain
We
that
wanna,
strength.
and we're gonna kind of talk about something today. Not kinda. We're gonna talk
We
about
are.
something. We are talking about something,
Mhm.
and it is. It's something to something to keep in mind with all our all with someone who wants to keep their goals intact, keep their things together. All right. So of course, happy New Year to everyone. 2023. We start 2023. All right. We're stepping into a new year again. We are stepped in. Right. The new year has begun, and it's always good. I love the new year.
2022 just went by fast.
Yeah. When you think about 2020 and 2021 were the longest, because 2020 was
No.
pandemic start.
2020 was quite long actually.
Yeah, it was long.
2021
Is
felt nothing.
No, yeah, because like pandemic was we like people started to realize that it's there, but
Yeah.
some people are starting to move on from it already.
2022
The 2022 was
quite longer than
filled.
2021.
Yes, it has it.
But it had short.
Yeah, it had its fill of short and long months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay, so we're stepping to the new year, right? Feels like a fresh start always, right? People would start to eat better, all right?
Go to the gym.
Would go hit the gym, all right? Sleep, 8 hours.
Wow.
Spend more time with
Family.
or trips with their friends, all right?
Others would probably start new businesses.
Yeah,
as well.
start new businesses,
Oh.
read.
Get into new hobbies.
Yes,
There's
read
that.
stuff, read books or something like that. So do you feel like, it's too much to do and not enough time to do it? Right? I think this is what keeps or what makes or what makes New Year's resolutions hard. That's
Mm.
why remember what I said about staying strong and keeping them strong.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes we overplay
Yeah.
the goals that we have.
Sometimes you overestimate.
Yeah, we overestimate it. Right? Do you ever feel like your to-do list is never ending? It just keeps going. Like, when do I stop? Right? When do I stop?
Mhm.
When do I
Yeah.
stop? Right? Life, right, begins to look like your car on your first family road trip. Have you ever been to a family road trip for the first time?
Oh yeah. Yeah. With
Yeah, the very first. Everyone knows this. Your very first family road trip, your camping trip, it's always overstuffed, overloaded,
Oh, that's true.
and your car's rear end is, touching the rim, the wheel already. That's how.
True.
Yeah, and the very first, most of the time,
Mhm.
on the family's very first road trip, it's always like this. It's always overpacked, overstuffed, overloaded. All right. We're gonna talk about something. It's gonna help us, bring light about, certain things about, as we start this year. Right. It's gonna help us, welcome back, PF Youth. Yes, sir. We thank you for the warm welcome. All right, and it's gonna help us, go through this year with our goals smoother, right? Than than most would, right? At least we'll have it as smooth as we would like. All right. The passage in Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you You who are weary and burdened, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. All right, humble in heart. Okay, I lost myself. All right, there we go. And you will come, right? You will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Right? What if there were a chance to start fresh? Right, not just a fresh start, but to start fresh. All right. I think the year, all right, with the new year, it also comes, new opportunities,
Yeah.
new chances to meet people, new chances to be a blessing, new chances to, build yourself, right?
That's true.
Okay. But it's always a fresh start. But it's never a start, it's never to start fresh. It was always, we always pray for a fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
But what have you ever thought of starting fresh? Like making sure you're refreshed
Yeah.
for the year, right? Not just a fresh start, but because I think so much people, right, enter the year from a packed year, from a packed 2022. A lot of people are entering 2023 full on and head on, and of course that is there's no problem with that.
Yeah, there's no
We
problem.
would love that.
Yes.
All right. It is it's beautiful, but we also have to understand that with how packed 2022 was, it can be exhausting to enter 2023 carrying so much fuel of 2022.
That's true.
All right. How do we live, right? How do we progress, to live, all right, in an exhausting world? Because last year, well, on my end, exhausting. I am not gonna lie. On my end, last year, exhausting. There was so much ups and downs that year. I cannot explain. I think 2022 was the first time I cried multiple times in a year. It's that
Oh, that's
stressful.
crazy.
It's that rough, all right? It is that rough,
Dang.
And I haven't done that in so long. Like, for me to cry once a year, all right, sure.
Once a year. Wow.
Once a year.
What a record.
But for me to have, like, more than one on a year, on one single year,
Dang.
yo, not only that, in the span of 6 months, yo, I swear to God, right, I swear, what is happening? Like, what is happening? What is that? Like, where did that come from? All right, where did that come from? Last year, Jesus, all right? It is exhausting, right? It was exhausting, all right? It was exhausting.
I can say half. I can say almost the same thing. Like half of the year was so
Yeah.
exhausting. I mean, like
I
for me as
swear.
well, because like I started school as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, yes.
that's like a huge like step for me.
Because you had a gap.
I had a gap year. I worked.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, I can say studying is less stressful than working.
Then working.
Yeah, I can say work is actually
Less.
much more stressful
Much more stressful.
than
alright.
school because, like, let's say, I mean, because in school there's like, there's some presentations
Uh-huh.
and though, there's some tasks
Yes.
and how do you call this? But you don't do that every day.
That's true.
You don't get to
Thing
do
is,
that
like,
every day.
You get to, in work, something is required of you every day.
Yeah.
Whereas, school, that thing can last for a week.
Yeah.
2 weeks, right? 3 weeks. Okay. So yeah, it's hard to live, progressively as much as we'd want to, right? Everyone would want to, go for the next, I want the next thing. I want, but that's not it. That's not it. It's not what naturally what we have, because as much as we would like to not admit it, heading on to the new year with so much that has happened for the past year,
Mm-hmm.
it can be rough.
Yeah.
Can be rough. A lot of people may have been through loss entering the year of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So much loss too. A lot of people are going through, certain things heading into 2023. Some people are carrying baggages. All right. Genesis 1, all right, says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless, empty. darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was an evening, and there was morning the first day. Day 2, 3, 4, 5, God created, saw that it was good, right? Evening and morning, right? In verse 27 said, so God created mankind in His own image, and in the image of God He created them, male and female He created them. God saw that He made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning the sixth day. All right. You see, you know how poetry, right? Poetry has rhythm, repetition.
Yeah.
All right.
We should ask Jared about that.
Yes.
Professional poet.
Professional poet, by the way. Repetition shows importance. Something important is repeated. All right. In poetry, all right, there is that iambic. There we go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it from the poet himself, right?
The poet himself.
All right, iambic. All right. It is replaced, when you pick up your phone. All right. When you get one missed call, sure. When you get 12 missed calls, there's something important that has to be said. That's the reason why someone's calling you, all right? And you have 12 missed calls from that person. You've never had that?
Never had that.
Like, try getting a girlfriend. Yo, no.
It's usually either I'm the one calling. That's the thing.
No, yes.
That's the thing. It's usually me that's calling.
Who's calling? I understand. Yeah. You get so much missed calls from someone. There's something important that has to go down, and you don't know what. Right? In Genesis 1, God created. He saw it was good. There was evening and there was morning. All right? It's backwards. Evening and morning, morning and evening, evening and morning. All right? There's certain importance to why the Bible states that. We start our day with work, move to rest. All right? Or we start our day with school, all right, for some, and move to rest at night, right? When we've done enough, we rest. That's the rhythm of our life. We work, and then we rest, or we go to school, we rest, or whatever we do during the daytime, then we rest at nighttime. All right? Jewish, the day starts with the rest. All right? For the Jews, the day starts with the rest, eating with family, talking, sleep, and then you work when you wake up. All right? What does it matter, right? Moses wrote Genesis 1. Moses wrote this down, all right? And what was God trying to tell His people? They could never do enough. There's never in the world, there's never going to be enough work. There's going to be never, you can never have enough money, right? People would say you can never have enough money. You can never have enough fame. So that's the reason why people strive for more. People would go for more, right? First people to hear or read Israelites, right? They were wandering the desert before entering the promised land, right? God delivered them from slavery, and they were made, make bricks, and you thought your job was bad, right? Have you tried making bricks under the sun back then, right? I've seen people make hollow blocks, all right? They have this machine that forms the hollow block. I find it very amusing. It was in Sidcore, the one beside. You just look at it, it's so amusing to see that.
How they make cement sometimes.
Yeah, when it comes out, it's a perfect.
Yes,
it's perfect. Like, that's so amusing to watch. All right.
So true.
Okay, but these guys were making bricks, huge bricks, pyramid bricks. Pyramid.
You know what's so bad about that one? Is that Egypt is just all sand, right?
Yes.
So
you see,
for you to actually make cement, I learned this from my history of architecture. So it's either they import,
which is
which comes from other countries as well, or how do they call this? Yeah, they carve stones as well. There are stones.
Yes, they are limestones.
Yeah,
for sure.
But they're not really abundant with so much of it.
Yes.
So they either go, other stuffs are imported to them, and some of them, or they just go to. There's the Nile River. I mean, that's also one of the sources as well. So
It is. Right?
It's a very tedious process.
And these, the Israelites were slaves of the Egyptians, and they're forced to labor for them 7 days a week, sun up, sun down. These guys are making bricks. No power tools. They had to make bricks. All right. Their value is based on how big, all right, their stack of bricks can be at the end of the day. If they couldn't make bricks, they had no value. The only question the Egyptians would have cared about is how many bricks did you make? All right? How many bricks did you make? All right? What is God saying? I'm not like that. All right? There's a better way, all right, to start your day, all right, than with work. All right? Again, let me rephrase that. There's a better way to start your year than with work.
Oh, that's true.
All right? Your day starts with rest. Why? All right? Or your year starts with rest. Why? Okay? Before entering the year, right, everyone's just all fueled up and, ready to get to work.
Yeah.
All right? Ready to go to work. Ready to, do that work. All right? Ready to, go for that work and go for that, go for that, that dough. All right? But, all right, what if we took the time, all right, to just refresh? All right, let's refresh real quick. To rest is to trust God and what, to rest is to trust God, and what God has done is enough. Right? To rest is to trust that what God has done is enough. Aren't you glad that we have moved past, last year? Right? In 1,000 years since then, right? Since, advancement of people, we have, advanced our technology, social progression. We are no longer, assigned to, we're no longer assigned value to others, and others, would see our value not by how many bricks we made or something. All right? We don't have to check, email 6 times an hour to see how many likes on right? There's so much, we have progressed over the 1,000 of years. We have progressed. All right? There's so much, right? There's so much, okay? There's so much that we have progressed. We came from people came from building walls for their territories to now checking emails, liking posts. All right, what we can accomplish on our to-do list, right? Make TikToks, right? It is insane to see how far it has become, right? And you go to ask people, those people like, hey, what do you do for a living? Or that, where do you work, right? Or what do you do there?
Hey man, I like your car. Right? What do you do for a living?
It's not nowadays. That's not what it's before. All right. Imagine how conversations went before. Hey Christian, how are you? Right, it's great to meet you.
Good.
And then you're like, what do you do for a living? What do you do for work? What do you do there? How many bricks can you make? All right. Or what do you want to be when you grow up? Right? How many goals do you have this year?
Oh wow.
What's your test score?
I feel like that's such an exhausting conversation.
I know, right? What's your year-end review? What do you want to become? Right? Who do you want to become? Right? You're stacked with so much.
I feel like with just like 3 questions, I'm like my energy to actually have a conversation is gone.
I'm done.
As an introvert, I can't handle
I don't want to talk to you no more. Right? Here's the problem, right? It is a soul-crushing way to live, right? Thinking that way, living that way, no can do. It's negative, right? We do it to ourselves, though. We are our own pharaoh, right? Value based upon what we cross off our to-do list. We value ourselves based on the promotion, based on our house, based on what we have, based on how much IG friends we have, or based on how many followers we have on TikTok, all right? Or based on, Pinterest likes, or, side hustles, or our body, all right? People have become, from, before, people would find value if you were useful, all right?
Oh, yeah.
If you're useful. But now, all right, people now find value if they have a new car or have, a new iPhone or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. It is, you know, it is crazy to think that people find value in that already, right? God, you know, in Matthew 3, Matthew 3:16 says, as soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. At that moment, heaven was open. He saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And the voice from heaven said, this is my son whom I love, with whom I am well pleased. God's to-done list, right? To-do list is more important than your to-do list. God's done list, all right, is more important than your to-do list, all right? This year, let's think about that. Let's think about that statement. God's done list, meaning it's finished, it's past tense.
Yeah.
It's, you know, He has already made the list. It's done. It's more important than your to-do list. What God has done, He created you and me. He saved you and me. He healed you and me.
Yep.
He loved you and me. He comforted you and me. He called you and me. He has gifted you and me, right? He goes before you. He's with you. And God's done list means that we can lay down our to-do list.
Yes.
All right? God's done list means we can lay down our to-do list. All right? Clear, right? It's not an anti-work, you know, anti-study message. It's not an anti-work. No, all right? Whatever you're doing to progress in, you know, a beautiful, successful life for you, go do it. Continue doing it. All right? Evening, morning, go, you know, go together, go with your family, go out, or, you know, rest and then work, create, you know, go work, or, you know, go study. I'm not saying that you don't do that. Don't, you know, you still continue doing that.
Yeah.
All right? You still continue doing that. I'm just saying, right? You know, we have to understand that, you know, this year, right, before anything else, right, before all the lists that we have this year, what, you know, let's think, what does God want me to do this year? Right, let's add that to to our list of, you know, of goals to do. You know? What does God want me to do this year? Does He want me, you know, to speak to someone? Does God want me to, you know, because to be honest, it's crazy to think what God would let you do in the span of a year.
Yeah.
Like last year was insane. Like I did not see last year coming at all. I had no idea that was gonna happen last year, but it did. You know, it just did. Right? It just did happen. It just did happen. There's no like counter to it. It just, you know, God would just let you do something, and you're like, okay, God, you got me. You know, you got me. You got me. I did not see that coming. You got me, right? God's done list, right, is more important to, you know, than our to-do list. So, you know, let's think to ourselves, you know, before anything else. What can we do? All right? What can we do to add value to God's kingdom? What can we do to add value to His name, to His glory? All right? Start fresh, right? Not just a fresh start. Let's just start fresh, you know. Most of the time we set our goals for ourselves, for sure, right? Because we want to see ourselves become better, and God would want that.
Yeah, that's true.
All right? Understand this. God would want that. All right? God would want that for you. Right? God would want you to improve. God would want you to, you know, get healthier. God would want you to, you know, to live a better life, for sure. All right? But where is God in our to-do list, right? Where is God in our to-do list? Okay? What is rest? Rest is whatever focuses us on the goodness of God. Sleeping, worship songs, all right? Worshiping Him, all right? A good meal with people, loving, reading God's word, a belly, laughing till our bellies, you know, get, you know, show, all right? A walk outside, all right? You know, a prayer, a vacation with people you care for. What is rest, right? You know, rest is whatever focuses us on the goodness of God, right? It's whatever focuses us on the goodness of God. You know, we get to cherish family. That is, you know, the goodness of God. That is rest, right? That is rest. You know, you get to enjoy the time with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or get to enjoy time with your family. You get to
friends.
Yeah, you get to celebrate with friends. You get to, you know, celebrate promotions with friends. You get to go out with friends. That is rest. That is, that is the goodness of God on display.
Yeah.
All right. That is the goodness of God on display. And you have to understand that. We have to understand that. All right. How do we include, right, rest in our rhythm of life? Because in a world that's constantly progressing, constantly moving, constantly wanting for more, constantly looking for the next big thing, constantly looking for this, for that, all right? How do we include rest in our rhythm of life? Include rest in your daily rhythm. Evening and morning, eating dinner with your family, with your friends, talking about things of substance, reading the Bible, prayer, walking the dog, all right? Or, just a couple of minutes, all right? Again, rest is whatever focuses you on the goodness of God. That is rest. It's not literally sleep rest, okay? But it's whatever focuses you on the goodness of God. Getting to see Christian again after a long period of time. That is, that just, reminds me of God is good. Right? God is good. Christian's alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Like those things, right? Those things you get to celebrate with friends. Or you cherish family. All right? Those things are, what helps us enjoy, what helps us understand, what helps us become happy. All right? Another one, weekly rhythm. All right? Weekly rhythm every first day of the week, Sunday. All right? Church day. That is the weekly rhythm. That's one thing, we get to enjoy worshiping God. We get to enjoy a new message from Him. That is something to always be happy about. That's always something to, to focus on. That is something that will help us focus on God's goodness. Getting to sing songs again. And it's insane to to think how long it has been, all right, since we've sang songs in a church with the physical, with a crowd. Because that so feeling of just getting to sing every day, whether you're online, all right, which we are most of the time, right? When you're online, you get to think about it. Oh God, I miss singing. I miss singing with church. It makes you think, right? It makes you think. It makes you understand. It makes you realize that you're blessed. You're blessed, and there's that. Okay, there's that. Another rhythm is seasonal rhythm. All right, parties. All right, birthday parties or vacation with family.
Holidays.
Couple of days outdoors. Holidays. New Year's party, Christmas party, all right, anniversaries, all right. It makes you remember, like birthday. Each time it's your birthday, you get to remember God has been good.
Another year.
I'm alive for another year. That's insane.
Yes.
Right? Getting each time, I would always tell people, I'm very much fortunate to have never lost someone physically yet.
Why is it like I died?
Huh?
We miss you, Chris.
That is one thing I am grateful for. If I'm grateful for something, it's that one. Like someone I am very close with, I am grateful that, that hasn't come yet. Alright? I'm grateful that hasn't come yet. But, getting to hear stories of other people that, with how much they have lost the past year, the past few years. Right? It's crazy to to think that, God, I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed. Like when you think about it, when you actually pay close attention to the details, I am blessed. Like, I am blessed. Like with the amount of loss people have suffered, and I'm
I feel like this is like one of the Christmas.
Yes.
Do you know like what happened during Christmas actually? So there was actually a typhoon.
Oh yeah. Lots of people didn't get to.
Were struck.
Yeah, didn't get to celebrate Christmas with family. Some of them were missing. Some of them were separated from their families. So it's something to thank God for. It's always something to look upon, and you can always go like, I am blessed. I am blessed. Those like moments of reflection, moments of peace. I remember when I was in the province. When I was in the province, I was alone. Alright, I was alone in the province. You get to walk, you get to, and when you're in the province, people sleep early.
That's true.
People sleep early.
That's true.
So, and of
That's
course,
true.
me, being a night owl, I'd stay up until what time? And I just walk around the streets. And I just walk around, just like get to reflect. It's amazing to reflect that. Wow, it's been a year.
Yeah, what I've noticed, like, sometimes you have to have that alone moment.
Yes.
Like,
Like you realize.
yeah. That's when everything from that's when you get like that sort of peace
Yeah.
that lets you just like rethink and think.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right? Again, rest is whatever focuses you on the goodness of God. If that small time you have alone, right, gets you to think, God, I am blessed, right? I am blessed. Getting to experience these things while others, face, unfortunately face struggles, and I am blessed, to experience these things. I'm blessed, to be living life, to be alive first and foremost, right? To get to see my friends, to get to see my family members. It's something to thank God for, right? Feel like the car again, right? The car on your first family road trip. It's overstuffed, it's overloaded, it's, rear end dragging. Okay? Think again, this year, all right, before you get yourself, I believe you have written your New Year's resolutions already and get it all jam-packed. Before all of that, all right, check it out a little bit. Make sure it's not overstuffed. Right? Make sure it's not overstuffed. Make sure it's not overloaded. Make sure it's something you can accomplish. Because growth is growth nonetheless. A step, all right, is progress.
Yeah, that's true. No matter how slow
No matter how slow you get to the destination, as long as you're moving towards the destination, then that is progress.
Just don't stop.
Yes. As long as you don't stop, as long as you're moving forward, as long as you're progressing, then that's what matters. This year, let's remember that. All right, let's remember that. Whatever goals we have set for ourselves, Ezekiel has, an amazing goal to become a professional drummer. All right. By the end of the year, whether you get to hit your goal or not, that's okay. Right? That is okay. That's okay. It is a progress towards, towards you getting better, towards you making yourself better, towards, But Jared, you have to pass. You have to pass your board, Jared.
It's mandatory.
You have to pass your board. You're mandatory. Right? It's something to think about, right? Before starting the year, like, actually going ham at it this year. Before actually going at it this year, let's clear things real quick. Like simple things, whether your plan is, to start going walks.
Yeah.
It's not running, it's not jogging, but those walks will burn calories.
Yeah, you still burn calories.
Right? Those walks will burn calories.
Just don't end up on fast food right after
a walk. Yeah, you're probably not running, you're probably not jogging, but you are walking, so you're still moving.
Walk is a walk.
All right, a walk is a walk. All right,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, God says there's a better way. It's not just a fresh start, but it's to start with start with rest, start fresh. Right? God wants us to start fresh, so that when we enter, right, you know how you sleep and you're all tired and you sleep. When you wake up, you're all refreshed. God wants us to rest, all right, before fully going at it this year. So this year, all right, we believe that this year is gonna be a fun year, even for youth, right? For Shift Happens, all right. We believe it's also gonna be a fun year for everyone. So, all right. So yeah, before anything else, that is how we want our year to go, and we're declaring for an amazing year, right? We are declaring for an amazing year. We can't wait, to have all the plans we have, set for 2023 happen. We can't wait to see it happen. It's gonna be good ones, all right. We do want to tell you to expect hangouts. Right, to expect hangouts.
Ooh,
all right.
yes.
So hey, if you're part of the team, if you're here in youth, you're watching right now, do expect hangouts because they are happening this 2023. So hey, okay, again, that's it for Shift Happens. It's again, Happy New Year to everyone. We welcome you again. It's so nice. It's so glad that we're here. But before we end, right, we just like to give everyone thanks for being here. All right. I know it is our first youth back.
Yeah.
Right, it's our first youth back. So again, we are so grateful that you guys are still staying with us and sticking with us and still watching, still tuning in, still sharing.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, again, stay tuned for the months to come, the weeks to come. There's so much beautiful stuff that is prepared and is planned. So hey, again, we thank you guys for coming to Shift Happens, where shift happens. And we have to look, we have to wait for someone. I'm not sure if you're watching, my brother, but we need you to.
We need you to
do a little outro for us real quick, because you gotta help us, because we can't stay here. We can't stay here, my friend. We cannot stay here. Okay, we cannot stay here. May we ring. All right, maybe ring that.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Welcome to POF Shift Happens, where
shift happens. We welcome you, everybody. We welcome you. We welcome you, everybody. 3. Right? Hey, yes, again, thank you guys, all right, for tuning in. All right, we can't wait to see you, I believe. Stuff are on the way. Thank you. Thank you. You're not even watching. Anyway, see you guys on the next. Peace out.
See you guys. Peace out.